Animal growth and development. Physical growth and development in all organisms begins at the cellular level. As cells divide and increase in number, they increase the mass of tissues, which increases the size of the organs, bones, and muscles that develop body systems. An animal grows as its mass increases and develops as its body systems and processes become coordinated and mature. Livestock growth and development, like that of most other animals, begins with a zygote or fertilized egg. The zygote divides by mitosis to form two cells. Once the zygote has divided into two cells, it is called an embryo. The embryo cells continue to divide and form a fluid-filled ball of cells called a blastula. In cattle, a 2-cell embryo on the first day of pregnancy divides to form an 8-cell embryo on day 3. By day 8, the embryo is a blastula with more than 100 cells. Cells are the basic unit of living organisms. Cells join together to form tissues, which join to form organs, which then join to form systems. These systems join together to form an organism. But how does this happen? As the cells of the blastula continue to divide, they form a gastrula, with 3 distinct layers. These layers of cells will differentiate and become specialized to perform specific functions. Each cell gets its directions for specialization from its nucleus. In vertebrates, cells that make up the ectoderm develop into the skin, hair, and nervous system. Cells found in the endoderm develop into the lungs, digestive tract, and bladder. Cells of the mesoderm develop into the skeletal system, muscles, and circulatory system. These systems depend on each other and are coordinated together for growth, development, and maintenance of the animal. The skeletal system is made up of bones and cartilage that support the body. The bones also protect internal organs, such as the brain and heart, contain marrow that produces blood cells, and store essential minerals. The muscular system is made up of 3 types of muscle tissue. Smooth muscle lines organs like the intestines and moves food through the digestive system. Skeletal muscles are attached to the bones and move them. Cardiac muscle makes up the heart. The nervous system is made up of nerve cells called neurons. Messages are carried between neurons when chemicals called neurotransmitters cross a synapse or gap. The nervous system can be divided into the central and peripheral nervous systems. The central nervous system includes the brain and spinal cord, while the peripheral system is made up of nerves that carry impulses from other body systems to the central nervous system. The nervous system works closely with the endocrine system. The endocrine system is a system of glands that produce hormones for growth and development. These hormones are secreted into the circulatory system. The mammary gland is an excretory gland because it secretes milk outside the body. Cells in the mammary gland absorb necessary nutrients from the bloodstream and then transform those nutrients into fat, protein, and lactate, which is the substance we call milk. Milk release involves the coordination of both the female's mammary and endocrine systems, as endocrine hormones trigger the release of milk. The blood in the circulatory system transports oxygen, nutrients, and hormones to the cells of the body and picks up carbon dioxide and other waste. The heart acts as a pump to keep the blood flowing. Arteries are blood vessels that carry blood away from the heart. Veins carry blood back to the heart. Capillaries are tiny vessels that allow for nutrient and gas exchange. In order to produce 1 pound of milk in this dairy cow, 400 to 500 pounds of blood must circulate feed nutrients through its mammary gland. The digestive system breaks down feed so that it can be carried to the cells by the circulatory system. The cells use digested feed, or digesta, to make energy, or ATP. The digestive tract of different livestock varies greatly. The basic parts of the digestive system are the mouth, stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. The function of the excretory system is to filter waste from the blood and excrete it from the body. Blood travels through the kidneys, where nitrogenous waste is removed and salt concentrations in the blood are adjusted. The waste fluid, urine, exits the kidney into the urinary bladder and is released from the body through the urethra. And now, let's explore the core. Cells grow and then divide before they get too large to function properly. This cycle of growth and division is called the cell cycle. Cells that contain a nucleus are called eukaryotic cells. The cell cycle in a eukaryotic cell consists of interphase, mitosis, and cytokinesis. The cell grows and accumulates nutrients during interphase. The cell also duplicates its chromosomes in preparation for mitosis, the division that will produce two identical cells. The cell spends most of the cell cycle in interphase. Mitosis involves 4 distinct phases and produces 2 identical daughter cells, each with 2 sets of chromosomes. Cells with 2 sets of chromosomes, or chromosome pairs, are called diploid cells. Mitosis produces 2 diploid cells that are identical to the parent cell. During the last part of the cell cycle, cytokinesis, the cell's cytoplasm divides, and the 2 daughter cells separate to form individual cells that will each continue the cell cycle. Today's SAT word is differentiate. To differentiate is to acquire a distinct and separate character. In the lesson, we learned that layers of cells differentiate or acquire a distinct character and become specialized to form all the different parts of an embryo.